And welcome back to Simon's Quest, Castlevania 2. So, previous time I got through the first mansion, title up. So, now I'm at the, well, whatever city. There are several cities in this game, but they don't actually in a sense have a name. So, but there's this shifty merchant who I buy some garlic. Garlic is useful. It is not, you could say, extremely necessary for you to get garlic, but it is handy, especially if you want to get some, if you want to get the 100% completion. And in this city, there's something very important that the game, of course, does not ever tell you about, because, well, translation of the area was quite shoddy, well, and they've already, of course, kept all that. So it's not so much, so the clues that all the people and hints you may find are quite worthless. So it's much more about simply that. So it's much more about just you have to figure it out all by yourself, almost brute force it. But when you have white crystal, you can talk to this guy and you get a blue one, and the guy doesn't exchange anymore, and you need to exchange your crystals to better ones. Always. That's the basic plan, because, well, and there's 3 of them. White one that you have to buy, and then you can exchange the blue one, and then blue one can be exchanged to red one. A big spoiler. So, but I have bought some garlic, so it's time to show what it actually does. Well, there's hand in here, takes quite a lot of damage, but I don't need to fight it, and that jump I can't make. So I'm here at the graveyard. There's still the hand again. I didn't drop anything. Equip the garlics and use it, and a merchant appears, or a guy. And he gives me a sub-weapon, the silver knife, or you could call it the silver dagger. And it, in a sense, has never, it has and has not appeared in a previous Castlevania games, because, and later ones either, because it does the job of a knife. Yep, it's the knife. But there was also a weaker version called just a regular dagger, but I can't remember where you actually can buy them. And laurels are very important. Not now, but they will become very important at later phase of the game. They make you momentarily invincible. Meaning, but it only lasts a few seconds, so which means that you can barrel through obstacles and all that kind of things. And late game has quite many of such obstacle phases that you just want to barrel through. So, still trying to move. Doing my best to head to the next location where I have to be. Ouch. God damn spiders. But I avoided them. Heading towards the second mansion, which I don't remember all their names. There was Bram's, there was Borley, or Borley. But the mansions don't, in a sense, they're interesting gameplay idea, which of course could have been implemented elsewhere, or better say later better. This game really could benefit from being remade or something like that. But to get to that mansion, there was the need for the crystal, blue one. And slow down because of all these eyeball enemies harassing me, and now I got a horrible night to have a curse. there's a moving platform down there, moving around, facilitate. Yeah, this game really does not have that kind of you can go one way but you can't come back the same way things that previous Castlevania could liberally have. But this is a big lake, so you don't know what to do. So, but the game never tells you how you could do it, but you have to duck and have the... Let's equip the blue crystal. And now you can walk through the water, and there is no explanation at all about how you can do it. How you could do it. But, as a result, I have found the second mansion. So, time to get in. And let's hope that... Oh yeah, it does apply. Yeah, enemies do become stronger in mansions as well. So I have to wait out for the night to end so I can get inside the mansion safer. And here I am at the mansion number 2. You could say quite well, none of these mansions have really great gimmicks. They're all basically just a collection of these vertical places that you have to go through, stairs, enemies, all that kind of nonsense. Some obstacles. But the game still does have, but the mansions are still different from their different colors and all that kind of things. But in this mansion there's a little bit of you could say a trick or gimmick in the sense that it has these kind of two rooms or chambers, however you wanna call it. But in the first one, you don't need to use it at all, go there at all. You can just walk right through it, and that's it. There's nothing important there because, well, the direction I'm now going has not only a moving wall, also something like these false walls or false floors that you can fall through, and which is not recommended to fall through those walls because, well, spikes. Well, let's just drown that in water, in holy water. And here's the very restless looking guy between pits of spikes, and because he can't walk, he's very scared. And but he does have me the oak stake, which I need to get through the mansion. And I jumped too early. Yep. And yep. But this game has a quite interesting thing that it has multiple endings, and I'm already quite certain that I've broken myself out of the, you could say, golden ending that you have to reach without getting the game over screen and getting, I don't remember the exact time it had to take. But if you take your sweet time and keep dying a lot and a lot, you get worse and worse ending. And I have been dying quite a lot, so mostly because of doing some dumb platforming mistakes, which of course like that which I did previously, and which means that the ending is not gonna be the best. There's 3 of them: good, bad, and worst ending, you could say, or good, not so good, or however you wanna see it. But it's still the same. That best ending, of course, is that Simon successfully breaks the curse up from him. And the worst one was that the curse still did a number on him and killed him. Well, because Dracula doesn't have particularly friendly things. So, but here I am at the mansion thing. Break up the thingamajig. And now I process Dracula's heart. Yeah. It later becomes that you would need five pieces of Dracula are what's needed. It's the rib, heart, eyeball, rib, heart, eyeball, and there was the ring. Can't remember. Well, I'm still gonna get it. Now I already have the rib and the heart. Rib, heart, eyeball, ring, and I can't remember what was the last piece. Something. But returning from the mansion is usually much easier than the getting into where you want to be in the mansion. But I could still say that the gameplay, when compared to the previous Castlevania, which is to say how Simon moves and all that, is very good. But of course it would become much later thing that the Belmont family members would be much more airier when they move, and they would have better maneuverability and control over their mobility. Shit. Don't talk when you're jumping. Especially those jumps. Still. Ah, damn it. Got hit. But that breaks me out from the second mansion, so it's time to actually do quite a long return trip. And I must return to the first city. Because this game could be something like a split to it because of, well, the free roam gameplay that this game was pioneering. Does make that you sometimes have to get back. Although in comparison to many other free roaming gameplays, and of course another great Metroidvania from the Castlevania series, Symphony of the Night, that I have now done Let's Play on, but it's not perfect. Of course it ain't perfect. It has technical glitches. Because, well, Symphony of the Night being much later generation gives you mobility upgrades. It gives you double jumps, flying and all that. And this one, Simon basically just starts as he is. How he begins is how he ends the game. He is not any more mobile. Well, he can dish out more damage. He can take more damage. And he has more weapons. But those weapons don't actually improve his mobility and mobility at all. They just give him more options of fighting in combat. Which means that the game, how Simon started the game is quite much also how he's gonna end it, as himself, just Simon, with a whip, bigger and better whip, but just a whip, which of course is, well, it's not exactly how you would envision Metroidvania game to work, but that kind of gameplay had not been even invented yet. It was being invented and discovered and found out that how it could be done, what it could be done. And that red goo over there is Poison Swamp. You can get through it, but it slows you down and it drains you, does you damage. So you want to avoid them as much as you can, which is to say a lot. But I'm now at another city, so let's just see what's here. Yeah, the game has quite a bit of these kind of alternating paths. And he's got an upgraded whip. Whip number 3, and I can't afford to buy it. And it's kind of really important thing for me to get that one, because, well, it can dish out way more damage than the than Simon's face. And this is what the churches do, or sanctuaries, and they do have a crosses. and which is really strange because Nintendo even then had very strict policy about religious imagery and all that. And I got myself a horrible night to have a curse. So time to wait it out. Takes a while. And here I am again, ready to do some upgrading, buying myself the second upgrade of the whip. That you don't need the previous level of upgrade either, that you could buy from the first store. So now I have upgraded whip, the chain whip. It gives me more damage and a bit more range, which are both really necessary things. So just getting forward. And interestingly, in this game, when you buy all the sub weapons and all that equipment that you need, you most likely don't need all of them, because well, there's quite little of, you could say, long range fighting in this game. And well, once I go here, I can demonstrate it, because well, there's 3 different knives you can get. Dagger, silver dagger, and golden dagger, which all are bit different, because well, regular dagger is much worse than the silver dagger, and of course golden dagger is better than the silver dagger. So there's really not much, so there wasn't much point of me to getting that one, even though this might have been something like a, I don't know, is this going to be some kind of 100% playthrough? And of course, this game being so old as it is, lacks quite a lot of the conveniences later Metroidvania games would bring to the general gameplay, which is to say warpings and the chances to travel around different points. But somebody observant might be noticing that I'm returning towards the beginning of the game, which is true, because well, there's nothing more there for you to do. So the only way forward is to go back to the central city. I already say starting city. I can't really remember what its name was. The locations in this game have names, but what they are is quite different, quite pointless. Oh yeah, there's a shifty merchant. Because I'm now heading towards getting further, and it's time to, well, start to explore the other side of the game, with a couple of very hostile things coming towards you right from the beginning. So the game is giving quite strong hints that no, don't come this way, you go the right way first, and with all the swamp as well. And this kind of hopping thing is the actual method of you getting through the swamp with much lesser damage than you would normally do, but it's slow and clunky, and there's a horrible night to have a curse. And there's these couple of ugly things and a ferryman. And it's time to end this episode right here, because next time I'll be traveling with the ferry to the unknown lands. So I'll see you then. See ya.